This is Undisclosed on
We do look forward to evolving what Mavericks has always been for everybody to experiencing it. And I think gender will never dictate that. It's always going to be there. And what is exciting, we're already in rooted conversation of those doors opening. Because we feel collectively that the evolution of Mavericks deserves.
So once we surf out there, what else do we have to do? How do we get in communication and get the conversation open to showing up?
Let's put some... Congratulations on your surfing at Nelscott. That was awesome. Got to rewind that a whole bunch. But what it's on you now. You need to get that group of women to come and surf so that we can put a heat together for you guys to have an expression session.
Okay, so I think the criteria is experience in the lineup out there and proving that you're one of the 24 best if you want to surf with the men. But I think starting with an expression session / super heat, I don't really see the difference between those two, will work for us. It's the same as we did in Nelscott Reef. I think it would be 1 hour probably either in the start of the day or in between the men's semis and finals, where it's judged just as any one of the men's heats, and there might be a couple more of us because there's only one heat. So like where the men have only 6 people in a heat, we might have 8, or 10. I think when they say it's on us, that we need to come together unified and get out there whenever possible and surf Mavericks on any swell that's breaking. Definitely the people who live up here, Savannah Shaughnessy, possibly Jamila Starr, Sarah Gerhardt, those are the 3 that come to mind. And then if we can get Kiala and Paige and Andrea and Renna and Mercedes and every one of the girls who surfs big waves in other places to come out for some of the swells between October and December, then I think that would really help us. The opportunity that I see is more super heat / expression sessions in the contests in the Big Wave World Tour across the board at Jaws and Todos Santos and Pico Alto and Dungeons. Having a full day of women's contests I don't think would make sense because there aren't enough women in the world who surf big waves at this point, but there's definitely, in my opinion, always space to do a 1 hour heat, which I think is perfect to start.
Griffon Guest had said that with the criteria, women just need to be in the same criteria as men, and there's a possibility that they might put them shoulder to shoulder. What are your thoughts around that?
I think what he's saying is that if you are one of the top 24 surfers who surfs Mavericks, it doesn't matter whether you're a male or a female, that you will be invited into the contest. I don't know if that is realistically you're gonna see any women in there, just because there's only 4 of us who will surf out there on a given swell. And I personally, one of the biggest things for me is just being surrounded. If you're the only woman out there and you're surrounded by a bunch of these really macho dudes, it's kind of hard to have the same aggression that they do and put yourself in the same spot that they do. But I mean, anything's possible. So
when you say you're putting yourself
see
in the
out
same
there, Ryan
spot.
Silbach. He's 6'5", I'm 5'4", 6'6". It would be really nice to get to surf out there with only women and to get an opportunity to do what the guys get to do a lot. I don't think there's, we just never get to surf out there with only women, and men and women have such different ways they carry themselves out in the water and on land for the most part. So I think that would be an amazing opportunity, and that the other women would feel the same way. And then my strategy is just to surf out there a whole bunch and get to know the wave and where to sit, where I want to sit to be in the right spot for the right waves, because it's a really challenging lineup out there. It's super scary, it's big and scary, and you're just sitting out there and it's flat, and then this huge massive energy just comes and it's like a house. All of a sudden a house a wave the size of a house appears in front of you, and just knowing where to sit, where to catch the wave, to stay alive. But I just got a safety vest and I'm super pumped up on that, so thanks to Patagonia for my awesome inflatable. I was curious about that. I don't know if they answered on the Off the Lip radio show, will there be a priority system, and just in general for the ASP Big Wave World Tour and the Mavericks event as well, will there be a priority system coming into play, because the ASP has uniformly got it in every other situation now, whether it's the WQS or the CT, and I think priority would be really nice, because then it would give everyone, you know, theoretically an equal opportunity, because they wouldn't have to paddle battle or hassle for waves. You would get your turn to choose one that you think is going to offer you the highest scoring potential. I'm looking forward to the season. Yeah. Let's do this!
This is Undisclosed.